You know what I like better than Gem Mint collectibles?
What's that, Paul Schreier?
Fucking nachos.
Yo, what's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint, back at you with another CGC Spotlight. I haven't really recorded one of these in a while, and I kind of stay away from them, but I really like this book. The first appearance of Thanos, Iron Man 55, super high grade. It's graded at a 9.6, and it's got white pages. Stick around. We're going to talk about Iron Man 55, Thanos, how many are in circulation, how much it's worth, and more. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so Iron Man 55. This is a book that took off with the boom of the MCU when Thanos was teased at the end of Avengers. This book started to skyrocket, and old school collectors will tell you that it was a dollar bin book before that. This book, I feel like, is underrated. I feel like if Thanos was on the front in some way, shape, or form, that this book would be worth a lot more. But for arguably Marvel's most popular villain, it's still a pretty affordable book. It's a Bronze Age book. It was released February of 1973. It's not only the first appearance of Thanos, but it's the first appearance of Mentor, Drax the Destroyer, which kind of sucks if you're trying to collect Guardian of the Galaxy key issues because he shares it with Thanos. Also, the first appearance of Star Fox, Kronos, and the Blood Brothers. It's a Jim Starlin and Mike Frederick story. Jim Starlin and Mike Esposito art. And Jim Starlin and Joe Sinnott cover. So Iron Man doesn't have too many key books. You have his first appearance, which is in Tales of Suspense, 39. You have his first issue for this run, his number one issue. And you got like Demon in a Bottle, War Machine, but I mean, there's not too many keys. This would definitely be the biggest Iron Man key outside of Iron Man's first appearance. This has white pages. That means that CGC, they have a scale for the page quality. They have white pages, they have off-white, they have cream, they have tan, brittle. So white pages is the highest page quality you could get, and a lot of collectors look specifically for that, or they pay a premium for the white pages. In the groups in the community, we kind of try to joke around when we sell these books, like it's got bone white pages, snow white pages, avalanche pages, but white pages, white pages. So Bronze Age book, which hardcore collectors or old school collectors will tell you shouldn't be worth as much as they are due to how many there are, right? So like Incredible Hulk 181s, 1974. There is a lot of those copies around, but they still command a premium. There have been 3,672 copies of Iron Man 55 that have been graded in total by CGC, and a 9.6, only 145. There's only one higher grade for this book, and that's a 9.8, and there's been 73 of those. But 145 and 9.6, 131 of those are unrestored blue label, 13 of them are signature series, and just one of them is a highly professionally restored copy. This book is actually pretty interesting as well because it has a date stamp. It says January 4th. I don't know if that was 1973, I would assume. But date stamps, which as you can see in between Iron Man, it's not really frowned upon. Collectors, there are collectors out there who like date stamps. It's kind of adds some uniqueness to the book. It's a little piece of history. Some retailer stamped it 40-something years ago, and it adds a little bit, like I said, uniqueness to it. Looking at GPA, that's the subscription-based website that I use, which tracks CGC sales off of eBay. The last sale in the 9.6 is $4,500. The sale before that was $3,600, making the 90-day average $4,000, $4,064. Endgame is coming out. It could be a lot of hype around the book due to that. To have basically a $900 jump from one sale to the next from February to March. If I look at the certificate on that $4,500, I wonder if it has good page quality. Yeah, white pages as well. but it was graded in 2002, so that's interesting. So somebody could have looked at the grader's notes on that book and thought, okay, this was graded a long time ago. You know, rumor is that CGC was a lot more strict when they first came out back then. Maybe they figured they could try to press it up and get a 9.8 out of it, which the last sale in 9.8 was 6,900. The 90-day average 7,400. So I don't know. Maybe they figured they could, almost double up their money or so. So I mentioned Endgame. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do the spotlight on this book. Super important Marvel key. If Thanos dies in Endgame and he's no longer in the MCU, I think you're gonna see this book start to go down in value. So it's kind of like time to sell. You know what I mean? I don't really see what they would do with Thanos to keep him around after Endgame. I think they're going to go straight Fantastic Four and then into X-Men. And, some of the sequels and trilogies that they currently have going, like Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther. But I don't think we're going to see Avengers and Thanos. I do think they should go for an Annihilation big bad, and Thanos and Galactus could show up in there. But I think you got to go Annihilation wave. You got to have Nova, still keep the Guardians, and I think that's probably the good play for the next big bad in the MCU. Let me know what you guys think about Iron Man 55 and the first appearance of Thanos in the comments below. If you're looking to buy this book, I would not buy it now. Let's hold off a little bit, and I think a nice sweet spot for this book, you're probably looking at. Man, in the 7.0 range, you could get this book for like $650, $600, $700. 8.0's jumping up to about $900. But it's still pretty affordable book. To be under $1,000 for a first appearance of Thanos, I'm telling you, man, his lack on the cover is a big reason for that. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit the like on the way out. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for more daily content, which includes CGC key issues and a lot of other cool stuff, man. Stay minty fresh.